Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday night, August 15th. It is 10 days away from my birthday, actually. Little bit late start tonight. I will warn you, butt has been kicked today. We went to Six Flags and took the kids to a water park, and somewhere around 20 flights of stairs, 50-pound inner tubes, 2-hour drives, well, hour and a half drive front and back. Yeah, my butt kicked today. So was a little behind with everything, but also trying to push to at least get baseball filled. Uh, really trying to see if we can push to get basketball filled. That is a full case break. I don't know if can I make the screen change. Nope, it shows that screen share screen. Just gonna do a quick screen share here. Want to just show what's going on in the group right now. Nope, didn't work. I'll go this way. There we go. All right, so just kind of showing what's currently out there right now. That was supposed to refresh. That didn't. Eesh. There it is. All right, we currently have a mini that is currently sitting out there right now. 2 more spots taken, an 11 and 8. So we're down to 12 spots left in this mini. It is 10 spots. You have a chance at an NBA case break spot, Diamondbacks, as well as this is basically most of the other baseball teams. If this mini fills, Topps Chrome Baseball will be good to go tonight. There is 1 spot left open in that. Kind of keeping it going down the list. We have a Leaf multi-sport. This one still has quite a few spots left. This is a letter break. There's 20 spots left. It is for 10 autographs, 1 2024 Leaf multi-sport, and a 2025 Leaf, not lead, Leaf Signature Series sports. These are all 101 autographs. As you can kind of see from the pictures here. You can get Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, triple autographs, Lionel Messi. Over here, you can kind of see you can get the likes of Paul Skeens, Jaden Daniels, autos coming out of that box. That box has 24 cards. This one only has 4, but they're all autographs. And then kind of continuing to march down the list, this is the big boy right here, or one of the 2 big boys. We have 4 spots left in this break. There's a mini out there currently for it that has 12 spots left. If we get 3 out of these 4 open spots filled, it is $110 a spot, but this is a full case, 8 boxes, 16 autographs of NBA basketball. It's Topps finest. I'm going to tell y'all, if we're going to hit the Superfractor, I have for that Superfractor bounty, this is probably one of your best chances to hit that Superfractor bounty. 8 boxes of Topps finest, $605 out there for that 101 Superfractor bounty. So definitely keep an eye open on that one. If you're interested in basketball, the only teams you can't pick are the Spurs and the Lakers, as well as the 5 teams that's already been picked. Still some pretty good teams hanging out there. The Hawks with Risha Shur, the Wizards. Tree just got the Wizards already. There's some other teams I'm just blanking right now. You also have chances in this one for LeBron autos, Wemby autos, Curry autos. A lot of big names still available in this one. Jared McCain is 76ers is available on that. Continue to march down. There's our Chrome baseball break. We have 1 spot still open in that. That is the Atlanta Braves spot. Everything else is currently in a mini. So... And then otherwise, I think that's just our football break. Oh, and then the other break that is still out there. This has a lot. This needs a lot of love. We'll work on this one through minis and other spots to other breaks. But this is an entire encased buyback of the 2025 Archive Signature Series edition. I don't have... I currently don't have this actually in hand. It got delayed in shipping, so not going to press that one too much tonight. But that is out there as another break option. So that's all the breaks that are out there tonight. So get those minis filled. I did pin into the chat a link that takes you to the announcement page, and that should take you to basically what I was showing you. If you're ever wondering or you're looking for where to find our breaks, go ahead and you can skip a lot of the discussion just in the group. Click the featured, whether it's on your phone or on your computer. Click the featured tab, and that's how you can find everything that you're looking for. I think he's in Chrome if it fills, if we get the mini to fill. At some point, I might say we're close enough on it. So I'm looking. I think he was in the Chrome baseball. Yeah, he was in Chrome baseball, Liam. For those of you local to Southern Maryland, just did a refresh of a restock of the singles up there. And screen. Put that one back up. Yeah, we're going to slide that back over. We just did a refresh of the single stock, and I stocked some Topps Finest up there. If anybody wants any personal hobby boxes, whether it's Topps Chrome or Finest, I do have those available. Our Panini 101 bounty is up to $25 tonight. We started that bounty. There will be a time that there might be certain Panini products that we don't honor that bounty. It's kind of like with the Archive Signature Series. The Superfractor bounty does not count toward that. So, all right. So let's get into it here. We've got our random that's been run already. So our top four, we're going to go to the top spot. Kevin Stevens, you are going to get the Raiders in this product. Tanner and Paul, you are each going to get the Raiders in the select mega boxes. And Hayden, you are going to get the Raiders in the spooky edition of Score a Treat. So, I added those scorecards into these breaks because I'm going to tell y'all it really didn't even like sniff an influence of the price of these breaks. So I thought it was something just kind of, hey, what the heck? If it's something that has a chance to get numbered cards in it, why the heck not? I think last time we pretty much royally struck out on these, but why not? Let's give it a roll. So let me update that mini real quick because I do want to make sure I properly reflect that. Brian Tanner, we are down to 11 spots in the mini. So that spots 11, 8, and 16 have been taken. 11 for Ash. 8 for Thomas, and 16 for Brian Tanner. We'll see where we are with this. I may consider I think if we get 3/4 of the way through this mini, I think I would be okay to take the remaining spots and run it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 9 spots taken so far. So if we get 6 more spots taken, this mini will be guaranteed. All right, so we currently have 11 spots left. No. All right. All right, so I'm going to move that up, and I'm going to put a general comment in the group for that, so everybody can find it and see it. There is a $110 spot available in that mini. That's why there's such a disparity in some of the spots and things. I had a mini set up. I had one of those you can't lose mini set up. What up, Kevin? I had one of those you can't lose mini set up, but then a couple spots while I was making the mini got taken. in the middle of it, and unfortunately it was inexpensive teens, and I'm like, that just destroyed that. Well, crud. So I had to switch extra. You'd pay extra to make it a can't lose. I mean, that would make it a so this was my dilemma. I mean, if people want to do that, I would be fine with that. My dilemma with making it a can't lose with the state it was in is that it's raining outside. There was no team at that point other than getting the NBA break spot that you would get a bonus. I mean, the Mets and the Tigers, you were basically making $1 difference. That's how I kind of looked at it. So, I mean, we could pose that, but I think some of the people who are in it are not. One person's doubled up on their spots, and I know one of the other people typically is not online late, so they don't be able to make a case. But I almost made it a can't lose. I was really close, and then I had some spots taken, and that just completely destroyed it. So, all right. It is definitely raining outside. All right, so I'm going to update the scroll bar here. So 11 spots left at 12 per spot. Need only 6 more to guarantee. All right. I really, really, really want to get that basketball break filled, or at least get 9 out of 10 spots on that one filled. That's a big break, and that's a break I think is going to have some. I'm hopeful that that's going to have some big hits in it. So, and I can't spell because I spelled ADM. It's just peeling the bag like a Christmas present. I was really trying to make it a can't lose one. Like, that's the hard thing is, like, in my head, I have to rationalize that it makes sense. And that's why I was, like, struggling once those little ones. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Yeah, you grabbed, here, what team you grabbed? Well, you grabbed you had the Giants in this, so I mean, you did pretty good because you got the Raiders for the hobby box. All right, let's rip some score treat. I'm going to rip several packs of this. I swear, in certain casinos, I do better than others. Other casinos, I get absolutely. Anytime I go to a Hollywood casino, I always completely lose. Like, I don't even sniff a winning. It's just like, it's like the Hollywood casino CPC walk in and he just goes, loser. And I'm like, ugh. And I just get absolutely smoked. My wife and I are both a little bit surprised. Yeah, Pirates are baseball. Josh Allen autograph. I would be so happy about that too. We had this itty bitty one little cell of rain that just popped up over our house. That's wild. Been having these weird systems that they're just like developing like kind of out of nowhere, and they just pop. They're like literally like pop-up showers. It's quite bizarre. I guess they're tracking a hurricane in the Atlantic right now, and saying it's become a major one, but it's still like 12 days away from ever being anything serious. I'm trying to remember the last like really big hurricane that made landfall that did like some serious damage. Kind of spacing on it. For those who are wondering what happens to, I got a winning streak at the casino. I won 500 at bingo. Nice. Very nice. That's how Lisa got hooked. She went and played bingo, and I think she won the $500. Yeah, she won the $500 blackout, and then she was like, I got to go every night. And she actually won a couple times, but she won more like the smaller prizes, not the $500 blackout. I've never won at bingo. I lose every time at bingo. I like playing it, but I lose. The only bingo I win is the scratcher bingos. There are so many packs. These obviously packs here are designed literally to like hand out to kids for Halloween, but you know, they have these, sometimes they have parallels on them. I mean, you pull a Genty numbered 31, you're doing pretty good. Like these things were dirt cheap. All right. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Sam Darnold, Jimmy Smith, Ollie Gordon the second, Jackson Smith Ajiba, Trey Tucker, Abdul Carter for the Giants. Nice. Roquan Smith, Xavier McKinney, Ashton Genty for the Raiders. There you go, Hayden. Very nice. CJ Stroud, Joey Burrow, Jackson Dart. Very nice. Pat Freemuth, Derek Stingley, Jaden Higgins, Geno Smith for the Raiders, Ramondre Stevenson, Phil Mafan, Loftus, Charbonnet, Will Howard for the Steelers, Aaron Jones, Judy, Isaiah Bond for the NIL. I guess that NIL is also going to go to the Raider spot. Jonathan Stewart, Sandstrill, Donovan Jackson, Aiden O'Connell for the Raiders, Will Anderson Jr., and Kelvin Banks Jr. Just make sure I didn't. Oh, there was one right there. Just make sure I didn't miss any other Raiders. Nope. All right. My games at the casino has basically been playing craps. I used to play blackjack. The problem is I'm not a big I'm an entertainment person when it comes to a casino. I want to be entertained. I want to be there for a while and be entertained. Winning money's great, but it's the entertainment aspect. It's kind of like doing sport card breaks, honestly. Why do I do it? It's not the money so much. It's the thrill. I think it's the emotional high you get when you pull a big card and you hit big card and then kind of living it through you all. That's why I do it more. It's not really the money. I mean, I know I've said to you guys this before, but I don't actually take any money from this business for my personal financing. Did he go to Cleveland? I mean, Hayden, it's your card. I mean, it's noted as I'll put it this way. Per the card, it is not noted to a team. Even if he's on Cleveland now, it goes to whatever's on the team. So therefore, it's your card because it's noted as an NIL card or an NFL card. So if it was noted as a Cleveland card, it would have went to Cleveland. See, that's the problem is I can't do breaks on where people are today if it differs from the card. That would be a nightmare trying to track. That's how it happens. Like, people have asked me that with like older breaks. They're like, well, they're not on that team anymore, so shouldn't they be on the team? I'm like, no, I'm going on the team that's on the card, because you got to think about the sorting aspect of that. The sorting aspect of that would be absolutely atrocious trying to figure that out. I would never get a sort done if I had to figure out where everybody was playing. So anyways, yeah, I don't actually take any money from this business for myself. What's up, Tanner? Hey, Tanner, go take some spots in basketball and help fill our mini. I want to do a case break tonight. And you're the man to buy 3 spots at $110 a spot. I know you got it in you. And like buy like 6 mini spots. And then we can break basketball and baseball tonight. I'm actually surprised Miker hasn't taken any spots. Miker's a big basketball guy, and he hadn't taken any spots in it. I'm surprised. Yeah, that's right. You recognize. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't ever take any personal money from this stuff. I don't. The most I've taken from this as of right now is I've taken a couple cards for my personal collection. And a lot of them, are holds until I decide it's worth selling them. But yeah, no cash. All cash for that gets made through this gets put right back into it and right back into for you guys. A lot of it's the thrill. And honestly, I love this community so much that we've built here that like it's a stress relief to my week and my days and stuff to come all and sit here with you all and rip some cards. I had a furrowed eyebrow if you could kind of tell by my inflections there as I was saying that. All right. Let's do some of that. There we go. There's Tanner filling up all of our bricks. There we go. So he's taking them all down. All right. Here we go. Mr. Gates. You're on the block. Antonio Gates, Ricky Pearsall, Walter Nolan, Foyle Alukin, Sertan, Kevin Winston Jr., Vita V, DJ Moore, Landon Jackson, Stefan Diggs, DeAndre Swift, Brenningstool, Gibbs, Puka, Antoine Wells Jr., George Pickens. Interesting. They have Pickens. Did Pickens get traded off the Steelers? I thought he went to crap. I can't remember where he went to, but I didn't think he was on the Steelers anymore. But Majerowski, Starks, Barkley, Geno Stone, Pat Bryant, Mixon, Cup, Derek Harm, David Montgomery, Cuba, Williams, Woodson, Turpin, Badger, Brian Burns, Tyreek Hill, Respedetto, Eli, Hopkins, Will Johnson, Terrell Suggs, Singletary, and Dylan Gabriel. Nice. Yeah, where did he go? I knew I wasn't crazy. What team did he end up on? Is he on the Cowboys? That's what I thought. I thought he was on the Cowboys. Him and CeeDee Lamb. Oh, gosh. I tell you, I love my kids. I'll do anything for my kids. Well, hell, Kelsey. Can you go take like 3 basketball spots too? All right. So by that accord, I keep hearing dings. All right. So we have 5 more spots taken in the mini. So we only really need 1 more to make that one run. All right. I will update that here. Uno momento. This basketball is a good one. Sorry, I know I keep going back to the basketball one. I really like the basketball break. I just can't find NBA that cheap. I was talking to Nick about it. I'm like, man, if we can get these case breaks and Topps Finest basketball to run, I'm like, man, I will totally do more, buy more cases of that product. They were so cheap. I mean, I've never seen NBA products come in at $120. Anyways, back to what I was saying about my kids. So yeah, so we went to Six Flags today. So our local Six Flags is closing down. We got there right as the water park. Yeah, but you got Curry and LeBron's and Castle and Wemby, Alexander Sarr. People said that with the Cade years. But that's what I'm saying. When do you get a chance to, okay, we can do that, Mark. Go ahead in there and pick a team as well. The players are there. And the thing is, because it's Topps, you've got some players that you weren't going to get. Ronnie's in there. You got a lot of vet autos in there too. That's the thing, is you got to look at the checklist for the vets. That's where they're hiding. I want to get all these scores. unpackaged here. I think it's going to be a year that people are going to go back and look on. I mean, let's put it this way. When 25, 26 basketball coming out, we are not going to be doing case breaks. We're going to be back to single box breaks because once they have that license, that's going to be all done and over with. Like I'm saying, I think personally, my opinion is if we have ever a great shot to get the Superfractor bounty for somebody to hit it, it's going to come out of that case. I've got a case of Basketball Inception. Tanner grabbed 2 minis. All right, so that means that the mini will run tonight and Topps Chrome will run tonight. So we're up to 2 breaks running tonight. All right, let me do a couple quick updates here. I want to do it because I don't want to get myself in a bind and then realize I goofed something afterwards. All right, so we're going to pull Mark. We're going to put Mark in the basketball break. I think that was a smart pick. Went with the Celtics. Larry Legend autos exist in there. All right. So that needs 2 more full spots taken now that the mini is guaranteed. All right. So Kelsey went 5, 17, 14, 2, and 4. Kelsey went 2, 4, 14, 17. Tanner went 18, 19. I think also you said 15 as well. So this mini will be guaranteed. 5, 17, 14. 5 was the number I was not saying. All right. Yeah. Actually, I'm surprised Thomas didn't take a basketball spot with his credit he's got. All right. And I will take Mr. Hudson off of the Bowman. So he comes off Bowman. And he's going to come off the Archives. The Archives is going to take a bit to fill. I mean, I can't price that more aggressively than it is at this moment, but I think it's going to take a little bit to fill that one. But I think the price is reasonable enough that I can bake that into some minis and we can start filling that product. So, all right. So basketball has 3 full spots left. Only need 2 to run it. 3 full spots left. Only need 2 more to run it. All right. 110. Warden said no. Basketball is 110. The boxes were 120. So gives you kind of an idea. 16 autographs, a whole bunch of numbered stuff. All right. Basketball's got a lot of money in it. The basketball's all in the international community. The Philippines, Asia. Basketball's massive. That's why basketball prices on a lot of the licensed hobby boxes is so expensive, because the Asia market absolutely just buys that stuff up. If you ever get a basketball card in a hit, I highly recommend just sell it on eBay, because that international market is likely where you're going to sell it. It's like the other soccer. Nick Chubb, Anthony Richardson, Tyler Warren, Alex Highsmith, Kobe Bryant, Tyleek Williams, Patty Mahomes, Zay Flowers, Harold Fannin Jr., Dak Prescott, Marte Mapu, Jahade Barron, Joe Horn, Justin Simmons, Trattoria McMillan for the Panthers, Devontae Adams, Marshawn Lattimore, Kyle Williams. Okay, Tanner. I'll make a note. I'll put you on my list, but I trust you. Munoz, Derwin James Jr., Jack Beck for the Raiders. You got a shipment, anyways. I gotta send out to you, so I only have a couple hostages. Alec Anzalone, Ivan Pace Jr., Josh Simmons, Trey McBride, Terry McLaurin, Jordan James, Wandale Robinson, Michael Penix, second year, Andres Borgalis, Joe Morris, Ken Anderson, Dylan Sampson, Keenan Coleman, Charius Ward, Mason Taylor, Achan, Reed, Milrow, Njoku. A couple, yeah. Try like at least 100. Trevor Lawrence, Caleb Johnson, David Craig, Max Crosby, Cam Scadaboo, Joe Milton III, Dexter Sr., Mason Graham, Gastineau, Hendrickson, and Cameron Williams. I forgot. I still need to make a deal with Ricky on that Scadaboo card. I've been so busy lately. All right. We'll sleeve these. You've done well on the eBay side. That Jacob Wilson card definitely drove you up a bit. I saw that bidding war going on. All right. Paul Booth is going to get a select box here. So jumping in the select, obviously chasing our zebras. I just clipped my nails the other day. So yeah, water park. Holy cow. Kind of funny story. Also depends on what you have brewing for eBay that you want to sell tonight. Which card? Oh, the Fanatical card? Yeah, that was a pretty cool card. Empty box. Oh, I think I didn't. I don't know if I showed this to you guys yet. I mean, it's fair. Hasn't been having much luck lately. Pull her a good hit so I could come out of solitary confinement. I had a couple cards come in from breaks I got into. Show off real quick. I already have one interested buyer in one of these. I know I showed a picture of this one of these, the other night. I think I put the rest in here. My solid case of cards is actually getting quite heavy as of late. My eBay store is going to light up here when I get done with this card show, these next couple of card shows, because whatever doesn't sell at the card shows basically gets sold at the, goes straight on eBay. I actually have quite a few cards in here for once. So, a couple of the good hits I got from breaks. Trust me. You get the Raiders in that box, Paul. So any Raiders card in that box are all yours. Got these from a couple breaks. I got a JT Remuto auto card, Gunnar Henderson Lightning Leaders. I don't know if this is a case set or not, but I got the Strom to 50, a Kobe Mayo auto, a Remuto to 299. But my big cards I got was there's the Superfractor. Came in finally. Focus. So we don't get hit. There it is. My very first Superfractor I've ever owned. That was kind of cool. And then this was a big friggin' hit. Got that from a pearl case, a leaf pearl case. Jefferson, Lofton, Jamar Chase, Edelman, Isaac Bruce, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, and Charlie Joyner. Interestingly, not all of the cards, or not all of the autos look like they're sticker autos. I can't tell. It's hard to say. I could be wrong, but like this bottom one, you can see like it has the leaf, but the other ones don't. And the Charlie Joiner is the only one on that card that actually has. Oh, sorry, the Jamar Chase does too. Oh, so does the Edelman. Maybe I'm wrong on all of them. Oh, so the Chase and the Edelman and the Joiner have stickers, but the Lofton, the Jefferson, the Hill, the Adams, and the Bruce, they don't have stickers. It's kind of interesting. Kevin wants to take some. Go ahead and just put all of them in my package without. Really? You wouldn't want an 8 signature card? Really? Amon-Ra St. Brown would have been nice. I would have probably taken that over maybe like Lofton or Joiner. Joiner's actually not bad, but I probably would have taken that over some of them. All right, so Kevin just grabbed 1 in 13. So that means there are 2 spots left in our mini tonight. Thank you all for filling that. Kevin's 1 and 13. So 2 spots left. All right. So let me update the scroll bar here. Captions. Edit. 2 spots left. Whatever doesn't get taken at the end of this break, I will claim myself. And that is guaranteed to run. All right. I can't believe you wouldn't want the Leaf card. How would you not want the card that has 8 autographs on it? What's wrong with you? Tanner said close the mini. Did you, Liam? Nice. All right. Tanner says close the mini. That was like now I just got another note from somebody that was having technical issues. All right. Mini is closed. All right, minis closed. Yeah, I put a lot of thought into the value of minis. I don't like minis that if I don't feel like you're not at least getting some benefit for your money, that I put it out there. That's why I was struggling doing that one if the format it was as a can't lose mini, because you really only got one spot that you actually kind of benefited from. I like at least 50% of the spots if you're doing a can't lose mini to get kind of like more of the value of your money back. All right, I got Hayden's cards notated. All right, let's do the skull. Let's do the select here. Thumbs of the game. Ooh, we put a Manziel on that one. Johnny Manziel on that as well for bums of the game. Good old Johnny football. All right, here we go. Select Mega number 1, Dak Prescott, Tyreek Woolen, Howie Long, James Cook. Looks like we have a numbered card. Adonai Mitchell. It's going to be an orange or green, so it might be to $5.99. Quinion Mitchell for the Eagles. Guessing the $5.99. It sure is. To $5.99, Jared Verse. One thing I can say, at least with the numbered cards, is if you get a numbered card, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to not get a chance at a zebra, because we've definitely seen numbers and zebras. That Howie will be going to Paul. All right. Next out, we've got Drew Brees, J.C. Latham, Mika Fitzpatrick, Adam Thielen, Bijan Robinson, Caleb Williams, nice, and Ray Davis. trying to figure out when I want to go to the track tomorrow. Aiden and I are going to be at the NASCAR race tomorrow, so I can let you all know. If you try messaging me tomorrow, I'm probably not answering. I'm going to be at the race car track all day with him, and we'll be at the night race. So watch for some goofy guy with his young kid at the stands if you're watching NASCAR tomorrow night. Just saying. Josh Allen, Brian Thomas Jr., Cam Little, Calvin Austin III, Dak Prescott, turbocharged Brock Bowers. Another one for Paul. Maybe. I don't know. I could have. No, I said Drew Brees. I mean, it's possible. I've had a long day. 20 flights of stairs carrying inner tubes. It's not fun. Especially those big 4-people tubes. I can't remember what I don't remember. I feel like the viewership on that. Well, no, it was Drew Bledsoe was who the card was. Antonio Gibson, Jalen Carter, Justin Herbert, Ickey Woods, Devontae Adams, Joe Burrow, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, calling anybody Tony Romo would be an insult, period. So just saying. I would concur with your assessment, though, Paul. Oh, God, that was terrible. The one thing I noticed that he did different, which is what kind of led to his fall, was he left the window net up around the side where a lot of guys have that tucked on the inside and stand on the edge. Curtis Samuel, Michael Penix Jr., Brock Purdy, Trevor Lawrence, Matt Stafford, Keenan Coleman, and Jahmyr Gibbs. Lawrence's products are starting to come up on the rise here a bit. All right. Last pack of box number 1. Had those 2 zebras that one break, and we haven't really seen a zebra since. We need to get a zebra here. Apparently, they are been hitting zebras about one every case. Unfortunately, I can't say we have ever had a true case of select. Stephon Diggs. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. Dexter Lawrence. Silver Joe Burrow. Die cut. Fuaga. Bo Nix. Future. Joshua Dobbs. And Kyle Pitts. I'm debating what time I want to leave with Aiden tomorrow. I don't really want to get up stupid early. Remsen. All right. So Paul's got his cards now. I will make a note and put them in his bag. If anybody happens to be in Richmond tomorrow going to the Richmond NASCAR race, you can send me a message, because if you wanted to catch up or say hi, you can say hi to Aiden. We got fan ground passes tomorrow, so we're going to try to catch the red carpet and some of the drivers doing signings in the infield and just see what we can get. Yeah. There we go. Apparently Kyle Busch is doing autographs tomorrow, which is interesting. Not used to Kyle Busch doing autograph sessions. Romas. We're going to try and swing through New York this year. It's just going to have to do a lot with Aiden's surgery that's going to be in September. Just to kind of give you guys a heads up. So Aiden's surgery is September 29th. So that week, that's a Monday. We will not be doing breaks that week because I will be sitting in a hospital with Aiden. We're going to try and get back on breaks the following week. I actually have 2 weeks of leave from work. Is the right time to get JJ McCarthy? Question from YouTube. I would say yes, but I would have probably told you the right time to get JJ McCarthy was probably 3 months ago. I think his value is going up because he's noted as the starter, and his prices are going to start going up with it. Well, Liam, if you got $250, they've got a JJ McCarthy autograph card at the card shop right now. Kamari Lassiter, Will Anderson Jr., George Kittle. Oh, Mark, you absolutely should get into that. They have a mosaic number to 199 JJ McCarthy, and Curly's got it for sale for $250. Aaron Rodgers, Baker Mayfield, Travis Kelce, Travis Swift, my apologies, and Will Levis. This for the Raiders is going to Tanner. So he's looking for a nice Brock Bowers numbered card here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like McCarthy's got a little bit, he's going to be looked more as a rookie, so he's going to get more, I feel like he's going to get a little bit more flexibility than, say, like Caleb. Caleb, Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, they're going to get scrutinized like heck this year. Cameron Jordan, Josh Jacobs, Travis Swift, Jamal Charles, Jared Goff, Tyler Nubin, and Greg Zerlin. I mean, Liam, you just got to do a bunch of chores around the house. It's fine. You can get it done. I have faith in you. Just tell your dad you'll do some extra chores, clean the gutters, de-dustify the, it is an auto mark. It's an, I don't think I have a picture of it. Do I have a picture of it? I might have a picture of it. I was trying to look it up for a price. Let's see if I have a picture. I may not, but there's a chance. No. Yeah, I just actually put it out today. And no, it is Liam. He is a, what we say you are, Liam? 14? 12? 14? His dad is Frankie Riffle. They come into the local card shop. And Liam actually was in the video. If you see, remember from a while back, I did a card break of Topps Cosmic Basketball. And I had Liam open a pack. And he opened the Magic Johnson autograph card to 50 that I have here now. Bo Nix, rookie. Penny Sewell, David Montgomery, Jackson Powers Johnson, die cut. That one's going to Tanner. Brock Purdy, Shock, Will Shipley, and Malik Neighbors. Yeah, his dad's typically on the Facebook side, but Liam jumps on the... Yeah, definitely go check it out. You have cards up there, too. I don't have anything from this week sorted up there. Just because I've had a kind of a crazy week this week. But if you hadn't picked it up already, I think you had some break cards up there too to get picked up. Rome Odunze. Don't you know? Rome Odunze. Tyrone Tracy Jr., Quinion Mitchell, Zeke. Okay, I gave you credit. I gave you more credit than for being a mature 11-year-old. Jordan Addison, Gabriel Davis, and Ricky Pearsall. I was giving you your props, Liam. Because he's 11. I don't think... I think he's saying he doesn't have $250 to go get it. I would think some of them, hey, maybe Chad for the coasters, maybe it's because they actually finally maintained them. They actually greased all of the bushings and bearings that they haven't been doing for years. Chris Jones, CJ Stroud, Tua Tagovailoa, Brian Urlacher, Marshawn Lattimore. Why does that card look weird? Okay, is it me or does that card look really strange? I have a feeling this is a numbered card. That card does not look right. That looks like something different, but I could be completely wrong. Is it numbered? No. Damn it. That card just looks weird. Why does that one look like he's standing in front of a brick wall? That's weird. I'm like, that's got to be numbered. That is an extremely strange. Is there a variation for something like this? I'm just checking. I just want to see if I'm missing like some sort of variation here. Nope. If it was a variation, the only non-numbered variations is black and green chalk, silver prism die cut. Yeah. Nope. It's not a numbered card. All right. All right. Well, there's one for the Commanders. It's a cool one. Say the least. Oh, nice. Aaron Rodgers and Spencer Rattler. Yeah, it's amazing how much time flies, right? I mean, like, it's wild how much time passes by, and like I remember when CJ Stroud was our big chase, and now we're going into the third year of CJ Stroud, and now he feels like such an afterthought on his cards. Fred Taylor, Kamani Vidal, die cut Brett Favre, Joe Montana, Puka Nacua, Calvin Hill, and Phillip Rivers. See, now it's funny to me hearing you say you have a channel, because like having a channel on things is just like, I mean, people used to. Phil's been on our payroll. Yeah. All right, let's do some Elite. Hey, I saw your thing about the Boo Blasters, and Chad. The thing I read about it though is they said that, I mean, whether people agree with it or not, basically they felt like it needed a refurb, and that's why they were shutting it down. I guess they felt like the way it wasn't good enough anymore. So that was what I read, that they were saying why they were redoing that ride. It wasn't like they just shut it down and like we're never opening it again. That's what our Six Flags America has been doing. They just shut stuff down. We were a little disappointed today because the Bucket Brigade wasn't open when we got there, and that's something that our kids really like to do and are looking forward to doing. We had to go do some other rides while we were waiting for that to open back up again. But eventually they got on it. Ethan did basically every ride at the park. We did the half pipe. We did twice on the water slide roller coaster. We did once in the tornado, once on the big raft slide. All the stairs I climbed wore me out. All right. So Kevin Stevens has the Raiders in all of these packs. Good Lord, it's a lot of packs. Jeez, I'm pro. Did I not do Elite last time? Yeah, Lisa did Elite last time. That's right. I forgot about that. There should be one mem card in here somewhere. I'm going to say it's somewhere like that. All right. Let's go. Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's hard when you have young ones that's the ride they can do. And when those rides are closed, it's hard to like, well, now what do we do? All right, let's do 2 at a time. All right, here we go. Your NFL Elite Hobby Box. Clinton Portis, Josh Allen, Michael Irving, Golden Tate. We got 789 of 799. That is Matt Stafford. Tidal Waves. Why do you have a car? This is what drives me crazy about Elite. Why do I have a card numbered to 799? And then why are you charging, if you have cards numbered to 799, why are you charging me $400 for a box? Jason Taylor, Rome Odunze, James Conner, Taysom Hill, Michael Evans, even better, right? 325 of 999. But that's just what they do with all the rookies. They would number all the rookies. There is no protection from me. I am unprotectable. Well, see, Thomas, I like mem cards when the cards are actually from a game used event. When the mem actually has some meaning to it, right? Like a Babe Ruth bat relic. That has some meaning to me. Lou Gehrig game used sock. Still pretty cool. All right. 2 for 3. Be nice. All right. James Cook. William Andrews. Jaden Daniels, second year. Lamar Jackson. First auto coming out. That is... How do I say that name? Braden Swinson for the New England Patriots. 279 of 499. Yeah, be nice to me. 279 of 499. First auto. Turn of the century. If we do get a 101 out of this, you will get yourself $25 in break credit as that bounty continues to go up. Saquon Barkley, Nick Bosa, Xavier Worthy, Darrell Green, Jerry Jeudy. Is that numbered? It is numbered. 61 of 199, full throttle. Apparently, Jerry Jeudy runs 20.93 miles per hour. I did not know that. All right. I think when I'm in the hospital with Aiden and hopefully everything goes well and we're just sitting there after his surgery and hopefully he handles it like a champ, and I'll just be working on tweaking my live screens more. Bo Nix, Brian Thomas Jr., Joey Bosa, Bucky Irving, and oh, that's cool. And that's for the Bears going to Tanner Michael. 517 of 799 elite deck. Nice. Oh man, that was almost a big foul. Good Lord. Yeah, you can tell I've been doing amusement park. I'm going to be so tired tomorrow. It's not even funny. It's a night race, which is awesome because it'll cool off. 23. Oof. Wow. I saw a thing about like a high school student. They were like getting her to run at 20 miles an hour and how they got it. I was like, her stride was wild. Like a gazelle rag. I think it's going to be the mem card right here. Yep, I'm right. It is the mem card. Let's do a couple more of them. So So the trouble is we live 2 hours from the racetrack. So if the race ends at Richmond International Raceway, so right outside Richmond, Virginia. So the race will end, God willing, no weather comes through. Will end probably around 10 o'clock or so. By the time we get out of the parking lot and everything, will be like 11 o'clock and probably home at like 1 a.m. And then I'm going to like sleep most of the day Sunday. Joe Mixon, Eric Dickerson, Brian Urlacher, Justin Herbert. I might get the next auto right here. 525 at 799. Nope. Just an elitist of Lamar Jackson. Oh, good name there. Yeah, we will be at the Richmond Raceway for the NASCAR Cup race. We will root on Josh Berry and Noah Gragson to hopefully win. Aiden's actually been there when we've had one of our drivers win. Phil Sims, Caleb Williams, Brian Burns, Dallas Turner, Siobhan Ravel Jr. That is 24 of 35 going to the Dallas Cowboys. 24 of 35. Go to a NASCAR race in your town. You might like it. Or find one nearby. Ugh. Patrick Queen, Jamal Charles, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield. We have a Rod Woodson relic card, 473 of 799. You should have went I think it was last weekend they were there. We were just talking about that. Rod Woodson on the mem. Then a Mike Allstott, Derrick Henry, Bryce Young, Matthew Stafford, and Calvin Ridley for the Titans. 1 of 35 going to the Titans. It's going to Travis. I think Travis was hoping that was 2 hours. That's what I'm doing. I'm driving 2 hours tomorrow. All right. We got Myles Garrett, James Lofton, George Kittle, Patrick Surtain, CeeDee Lamb, elitist to 799. 625 of 799. All right. A lot of stacks left to go. Ooh, excuse the yawns. My goodness. Apologies. All right. This is only break one. I'm yawning. And I want to do a case break tonight? Ooh. It's all right. We'll get exciting here. All right. There we go. We've got David Krieg, Josh Jacobs, Drake May, Micah Parsons. Ooh, we got a Pen Pals. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Pen Pals of... Should we guess about the auto? I don't know if the name's over there. Oh, the name's over there. For Denver Broncos, Pat Bryant. Pat Bryant is going to be your on-card Pen Pals auto. Ah. Got the little star there. Interesting. Pat Bryant for the Denver Broncos is going to be your second auto. I think every once in a while we have seen a third auto pop out of these, so we'll see. But Pat Bryant is your auto. Get that one out there, and we'll put that one right there. All right, Kid Reporter. Nothing but love, Jordan Love. Brian Branch, Puka Nacua, Jerry Jeudy, Harold Fannin Jr. to $9.99 for the Browns. Terry Bradshaw, Christian Gonzalez, Trevor Lawrence, Alvin Kamara, Marvin Mims for the Broncos to $7.99 full throttle. I'm thinking the 20.93 is not how fast they run. Arenas Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brian Robinson Jr., TJ Hawkinson, and a nice one for the Brownies. That is 189 of 199. That is a Shadur Sanders for the Cleveland Browns. Who had the Brownies? Pat Biz took the Brownies, and he gets himself a number to 199 Elite Deck Shadur. Congrats, Pat. Very nice. I think it's the first Shadur I've pulled this year. You know, on Panini's website, you can just buy a Shadur auto for I think it's either $199 or $299. It's a guaranteed auto pack that has different variations of his auto on, and they have color blast chances and all sorts of stuff, but it's a single auto for $299. All right. Well, I mean, that's the thing is a lot of these autos, I feel like you're getting in these early products, if they're not the biggest name, they're absolute holds because you just don't know. I'm sure Puka Nacua didn't come out with the biggest pop around him to start. And then look how he finished. Amon-Ra St. Brown was such an underappreciated wide receiver, I feel like, when his rookie cards came out. Because I remember calling him many times, and it was just kind of like Amon-Ra St. Brown, just moving on. So definitely, don't sweat on a lot of these guys if you don't know their names off the bat, especially if they're it's not a positional player I'm trying to think of the name for, but utility or basically an offensive force. Oh, look. We did get another Pen Pals. I was right. We did get a third auto. How about that? Well, let's save that for the back. Son of a gun. They might. There are cheerleader sets. Nick Bolton, Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Riley Leonard to $9.99 for the Colts, Dak Prescott, Tua Tagovailoa, Patty Mahomes, Ken Houston, Caleb Johnson, 51 of 80 for the Steelers. All right. Kid Reporter. I like that we got an extra auto, so I have been feeling like I've been seeing that. Josh Hines Allen, Malik Neighbors, DeForest Buckner, Max Crosby, Elite Deck, Calvin Johnson. That is to $7.99 for the Lions. Chase Brown, Marvin Harrison Jr., Charles Woodson, Joe Burrow, Jared Verse, Michael Penix Jr., Kool-Aid McKinstry, Devin Witherspoon, Ed Reed. Ed Reed again to 99. Ed doesn't want to focus. There we go. 17 and 99. Ed Reed, very nice. Darrell Rivas. Justin Jefferson, Chuba Hubbard, Will Anderson Jr., and our second Pen Pals card. Let's see. It's a rookie again. Looks like a Cardinal. Kansas. Oh, Kansas City. That is a Jalen Royals on-card auto. Jalen Royals, not numbered. Black pen auto. For the Chiefs, going to Jaw. Nice. We got 2 Pen Pal cards in here. I gotta admit, I have a Sam Howell Pen Pals card. I kind of liked some of the previous year Pen Pals, the way they did it, better than this. These cards almost look fake. They almost don't even look like they're real autos on there. Like they look very facsimile. But all right, that is your break. Who had the Broncos? Lori had the Broncos. All right, let's do a recap of football, and then we'll get to the mini. Probably do a traditional random run for the mini, unless you guys want the duck race. I'll give you the choice in the comment section. Do you want a traditional random for the mini, or do you want a duck race for the mini? Yeah, it'll probably won't be tonight, Tanner, because I got the race tomorrow. So it'll probably be some other time. Topps Chrome Liam will be our next break. But I could just do something individually with you on a bunch of stuff. Send you some pictures. I got a whole slew of stuff I need to list. All right. There's your recap. Harold Fannin Jr. to $9.99. Marvin Mims to $7.99. Matt Stafford to $7.99. Michael Evans to $9.99. CeeDee Lamb to $7.99. Lamar Jackson to $7.99. Base Bo Nix. Malik Neighbors, rookie. Bo Nix future. Michael Penix base. Caleb Williams base. Scattaboo on the Halloween. McMillan Scattaboo. All right, I had 2 votes for the random, so we'll just do the regular random. Dylan Gabriel, Abdul Carter, Halloween rookie. Ashton Genty, rookie. Riley Leonard to $9.99. Calvin Johnson to $7.99. Ed Reed to $99. Quinion Mitchell to $5.99. Jalen Royals on the Pen Pals. Jackson Dart on the Halloween rookie. They've got on our stand, we have Rod Woodson to $7.99. Siobhan Revell Jr. to $35 for the Cowboys. Pen Pals of Pat Bryant on card. Jerry Jeudy to $199. It does look fake. Calvin Ridley to $35. Shadur Sanders to $199. Caleb Johnson to $80. Caleb Williams to $7.99, and a turn of the century for Braden Swinson for the Patriots to $4.99. All right. I'm going to check the payments on the mini here. Make sure everyone's on the up and up. And I will run that random. I can switch the screen for the random screen. So let me do this. Says basketball and baseball mini. All right. And I can't spell. All right. So I will share the screen. I'm going to update this on my scroll bar. All right, updated my scroll bar there. I'm going to quickly check the payments. Let me change this so you all can see it. All right, so there's the random right there. I'm going to just check on the Facebook side. Let me make sure that everybody's paid up and we're all on the up and up and ready to go. Let's see. Brad, Marcus. Let's see. Brad, Marcus. Kelsey said paid PayPal. Tanner is going to pay me as soon as his. Make a note of that. I have a little due to me tracking sheet that I keep of any outstanding payments from people. I like it to keep it small, like, you know, don't want anybody on that sheet, but all right. So now go to PayPal, checking there. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I'm just making sure everybody is in on this. Now we're good to go. There's Kevin. We got Thomas. And Ricky and Ja are in. Check the Zelle. I got that. And Mr. Brian Tanner. I'll shoot a message too. So, all right. All right. Here we go. We're going to run this mini. All right. Here we go. We're going to do 3 6-sided dice. It's got to be minimum 5, 6, 2, 1. We're going 9 times. Show you the top. Kevin, Kelsey, Brad, Kelsey, Marcus, Ja, Thomas, Tanner, Mark, Ash, Ricky, Kevin, Kelsey, Tanner, Brian, Kelsey, Tanner, Mark. Top 10 get in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Kelsey on top. Tanner, Kelsey, Thomas, Kelsey, Brad, Mark, Kelsey, Ricky, Kevin. Those are your winners. Thanks for everybody who got in. Post that into the. I will show you what you line up for. Copy link. If anybody wants to see the results, I'll put that in the chat link here. No, I figured what it was, Kelsey. All right, and I'm going to go to Copy this in. Copy. And this is what you have associatedly won. So Kelsey, you will win the full case spot in NBA. How ironic. So there are your winners right there. I'll put that here because I'm going to flip this back over. All right, so there's your mini winners right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get those updates in for those spots. So Kelsey, I need you to go over to the basketball break and pick a team. If this doesn't get filled tonight, we will carry this over till Monday. I think we're close. I think we have a good shot at least running this Monday. All right, so I'm going to update Topps Chrome break. With the associated spots. I had the Braves up. I'm going to go ahead and claim the Braves. And I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these spots notated here. So Tanner Michael got the Diamondbacks. So I'm at folks payment. Let's see who got the Red Sox. Mark Hudson got the Red Sox. White Sox went to Kelsey. Cubs went to Ricky. Tigers went to Kevin. Brewers went to Brad. Twins went to Kelsey. Mets went to Kelsey. Kelsey, you did really well on that mini. And Cardinals went to Thomas. The warden's not going to be happy with you that you got in on the mini and she didn't. All right, got all the folks in for the minis. I just need to check up on a couple. John never lets me down. I saw Kevin's payment. Mike earlier. That's what I'm missing. Daily is good. Sorry, I'm just getting everything squared away for this break. So give me one more second. Just checking the last couple more. Yep. Yep. All right. I think I saw Sean's. Pretty sure I saw. There it is. Sean's is there. All right. I just need to send a message to one person. All right. I'm going to run the random for baseball for the Dodgers. All right. So I've got the list in there, I think, almost. Almost. All right. Kelsey took the Jazz. All right. All right. So it looks like this is going to be our last break for the night. It's Topps Chrome, but I started super late and I got a whole race day to go to tomorrow. So I think it all kind of works out in the end tonight. All right. Here's this. We're going to run this random here. Topps Chrome, Jumbo, Dodgers random. Not Didgers. Dodgers. I seriously can't spell. All right, I can't type. Three six-sided dice. We're going 616. Good luck. Sean Donahue, Jaw Black. You guys have the Dodgers. I'll put this up on the screen to your right. All right. Give me 30 seconds. I just want to go get a drink real quick. I am very parched at the moment. Ooh, let's not do that. Very parched feeling right now. Do this. Shoot, 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 ba-doop, shoot, ba-doop, shoot, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. All right. I'm going to give you all a little bit of music while I just step out for a second. I got you down. You can demolish buildings and tanks to C4. Oh, that's cool on Battlefield 6. I never played Battlefield 6. Yeah, Chad, I had you down. All right, I'm going to give you a little bit of music to hold you over while I... I'll be right back. I just got to go grab a drink real quick. So listen to some music while I step out for a sec. I'll be right back. All right, so last time we had 2 hobby boxes, 3 hobby boxes to choose from, which Evan picked pretty good. We got 2 left. The question is, which one we go with? All right, turn that off. All right. So I'm going to let you all choose. What do you want to do, left or right? Actually, I got to do the tags for folks in this one, so... All right. I'm doing tags. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't have to do that. I can just go like this. There we go. All right. Baseball now up. We've got Sean, Jaw, Kelsey, Mark, Frankie, Mr. Daly, Tanner, Matt, Justin, Miker, Cody, Matt, Talerso, Ricky, and Chad. Is that on there already? And Brad. All right. All right. All right. Let's get this Chrome box. What'd you all decide? Upside down left. What's up, Alan? Left, left. Everyone says left. Upside down left is the winner. Actually, that mangled box basically from last time was the one we did, and that ended up being the best one. Told you, damaged boxes. That's the key. All right. So we're going to do left side of the box. Sean Donahue's going to have for the Dodgers. Right side of the box, Jaw's going to have. Had that super nice Jacob Wilson to 5 last time. Let's see if we can do better than that this time. Empty box. I had an offer for some of the teams in the mini to get taken, and before everyone kind of jumped in, and I said I passed on it because I'm like, if I gave up some of the cheaper spots of the teams for the mini, I would have destroyed the mini. It would have made it really hard. Minis are super tricky to try to figure out because I love to make minis below $10 per, because I feel like it's one of the better values then. But it's so hard because it's such a balance, and you all have shown that to me and told that to me, that it's such a balance between like you could have a mini that's $5 a spot, but if it's 40 spots for 5 teams, you don't want to get into, your odds are just ridiculously stupid. So you got to have that balance between value and odds. All right, here we go. Ha-Seong Kim. So there's one for Sean. Matt McLean, Hunter Renfroe, Steve Kwan, Gleyber Torres, and there's your first autograph. Isaac Collins, rookie for the Brewers, coming out of the mini. Milwaukee went to Brad. Brad always hits. Every time I make a shipment to Brad, I give him a mountain of top-loaded cards. That man, he knows how to hit and breaks, that's for sure. Isaac Collins is who he ends up getting. Keeping it going. We got Ronald Acuna Jr., Kevin Alcantara, Silver, Alec Burleson, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Dylan Cruz, rookie. Next up. Good luck. Nick York. Last time I think we had the Shadow Etch. It was like the last card we pulled, too. Ty Madden, Ke'Bryan Hayes, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Nathan Lowe, Dodgers, Freddie Freeman, Refractor, another one for Sean, Kyle Schwarber, Power Players, Cole Ragans, Willie Adams, Refractor, Kota Senga, and Rhett Lauder. Is that a photo variation? That's a photo variation. $104,560. That is a photo variation. Freddie Freeman going to Sean. Like, I remember that it was in a weird spot, and that's what tipped me off. So that was a photo variation going to Sean for the Dodgers. Nice. The jumbos are definitely easier, Liam, to get those autos in for sure. That's what I think I said. All right. Brandon Nemo, Kumar Rocker, Xander Bogaerts, Wilson Contreras, Chris Bassett, Tarek Skubal again, Jeremy Pena, Prism, Logan Gilbert, Mason Wynn, and Grant McCray. Yeah, I would definitely say the jumbos are your better chances of getting those chances, but it is hard. Even when you go by the checklists and you think you have the best teams to get those autos, I mean, it is such a crapshoot. Kevin Alcantara, Brandon Lowe, Cade Povich, Emmanuel Kloss, Jeremy Pena, Seth Lugo, Bryce Harper. How about a Tyler Stevenson Prism? Oh, from that. Okay. Tyler Stevenson Prism, Sean Manaea, Adley Rushman, and Eduardo Henriquez. I'll have to remember that. Next pack. Zach Neto, Grant Holmes, Christian Yelich, Harrison Bader, Kyle Schwarber, Nick York for the Pirates. That was a late pickup, too. Who had Pirates? Kevin Stevens. There you go, Kevin. Corey Seager looks like that's numbered, but Nick York for the Pirates. It's not a Paul Skeens, but something. One auto for Kevin. Good pickup. Back to the stack. Corey Seager for the Rangers, Jackson Churio for the Brewers, Bryce Harper, refractor, Josh Lowe, and Will Wagner. We got Josh Bell, Cameron Misner, Miguel Vargas, Brian Reynolds, Randy Arozarena, Jose Siri, Pete Crow Armstrong, could be an MVP. Manuel Kloss, Nick Gonzalez, Xavier Edwards, and Tomoyuki Sugano. That is the left side. Better than a poke in the eye. It is true. Tis true. Tis true. All right. This is Sean Donahue's Dodgers plus that Freeman. A Nick York is better than a poke in the eye. Better than a poke, period. Where'd my marker go? I got to remember that. I got to bring markers for autos tomorrow. Try and get Aiden some good autographs tomorrow. It's funny. I used to do collecting, getting autographs for me at the racetrack. And now I kind of do it more for the kids. It's kind of like to commemorate their time at the track. All right. Right side, Jaws got this one for the Dodgers. Lars Nootbaar. Drew Thorpe, Bryce Terang, Mike Tauchman, Tyler Stevenson. Green? Connor Wong, 26 of 99, coming out of the mini again for the Red Sox. There was a momentary second that I'm like, is that a superfractor? I have to say, there is a slight part of me at the superfractors. I'm slightly disappointed because I thought they'd pop a little bit more. But it's still cool. Junior Caminero, Brooks Lee, power players. Byron Buxton, refractor, Merrill, and Jack Kenowowitz. Spencer Schwallenbach, Spencer Horwitz, Ryan McMahon, Masataka Yoshida, Garrett Crockett, and Spencer Bevins for the Giants to $4.99. That's a hell of an autograph right there. $4.99. We have one jumbo left. We'll probably do it next week. We'll mix it in. We have Finest. Gunnar Henderson, Fortune 15, Hurston Waldrop, Jose Altuve, Dylan Cease, and Tyler Gentry. I'll tell you this, Kelsey, I'll be shocked if you don't end up with a hit coming out of that basketball break after winning that mini. That was a big mini win hit right there. Because you all know I don't do very often. I do $100 spots. All right, we got DJ Hers, Anthony Santander, Joensky Noel, Mike Trout, Zach Gallen, Kyle Tucker, Brooks Lee, throwback, Mike Tauchman, Prism, Jonathan India, Riley Green, and Logan Driscoll. Oh, we need to get a superfractor so we can give this bounty away. I did not. I did, and I did not expect it to go over $600. Corey Seager, Justin Henry Malloy, Jung Ho Lee, Josh Jung, Jacob deGrom, CJ Abrams, Gunnar Henderson, throwback for the O's, Zach Gallen, Prism, Connor Wong, Brent Rooker, and Jace Jung. Tigers. All right, 2 packs left. I will take one more check on basketball before calling it a night if it has gotten any closer. Jake Bloss, Corbin Burns, Richard Fitz, Sandy Alcantara, Freddie Peralta for the White Sox, again coming out of the mini. Mike Tauchman to 150, 21 of 150 on the blue lava. White Sox went to Kelsey. Kelsey takes the Mike Tauchman to 150. Well, there's your hit. For the White Sox of all the teams. Showed up Maga, Adley Rushman, Gavin Lux, Micah Waka, and Deshaun Kersey. All right. Last pack. Thanks everybody for joining the breaks and getting them filled tonight and getting the mini filled. Any break that did not fill that's open and active will carry over to next week. I am sure we'll get the Topps Finest basketball done at least probably Monday. I feel confident with that. Archives obviously is a little bit of a harder pull. And then the Bowman break. It's not an expensive break, so we'll probably use minis and stuff to get that one filled through some time. And then we'll have Topps Finest baseball next week. Football's getting a little dry. It's not a lot coming out right now. I do have some Donruss Hobby on order. There's just not much out there. I did get another Luminance box. So Valentin Bellozo, Julio Rodriguez, Josh Hader, Shohei Ohtani on the buyback. There you go, Jaw. Reese Hoskins, Shane Bieber, Jordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker Prism, Tristan McKenzie, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Connor Gillespie. That is your Topps Chrome Jumbo. All right. Put that for Jaw. Sorry, Becky. It's always with the more expensive breaks. They always seem like they take just that much longer to get filled. But hey, I'm pretty excited that we're that close, and that gives me a lot of confidence that worst case scenario, Monday that will break. So, and I won't have a NASCAR race behind me that I have to go to the next day. All right. All right. So a recap: Dylan Cruz, base; Brooks Lee, throwback; Freddie Freeman on the photo variation. That one's going to Sean. We have a Spencer Bibbins to $4.99. We had a Brisket. Oh, Brisket's good. Connor Wong to 26 of 99. Mike Tauchman to 150. Isaac Collins for the Brewers on card, and a Nick York on card. All right, that is going to do it for that. Let me do a quick run through, take a look at basketball, see if there's any changes to that. If not, we're going to call it a night, and I'm probably going to go jump in bed because I got rest to get from after today's events. Let me just take a look here. If not, we have no new movement on basketball, so we are still stuck at 3 spots open. But again, I do feel confident we'll get through that Monday. So. All right, so we're going to call it a night tonight. I don't think we barely touched any Yankees tonight. I don't even know if we had a single Yankee tonight, Kelsey. But, all right. I know, I'm sorry. Trust me, I was looking forward to doing that break too. I think that 101 refractor is going to come out of it. I really do. But something to look forward to on Monday. So, all right, that's gonna do it for us tonight here. I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you, if you all happen to be watching the, who's got the coverage? NBC. Someone's got the coverage. I've been watching the NASCAR coverage. Be on the lookout for me and Aiden in the stands for the NASCAR races tomorrow night at Richmond Raceway. If you're in the Richmond area and happen to be at the race, give me a shout out. If you try contacting me tomorrow, I am probably not answering because the service there is crappy anyways. But I will work on shipments getting out. Becky, I sent you a shipment out today, so you've got that looking forward. That includes your graded Xavier Worthy card. I do have currently 5 more shipments to do. That was through breaks up through Wednesday of not this week, but the past week. And then I'll do another 2 days worth of sorting, and then I'll do another shipments from there. I think there's not as many people sitting in the pending shipments. No, there's not. There's AJ, Jonathan Henderson, and TJ. So a couple people at 2. Kelsey's probably getting a shipment here, and so is Chris Levins. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. So I will get everyone else's shipments out. It's working on them Sunday, and then work on some more sorts. So, I hope you all have a great weekend, and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your time. I know kids are going back to school soon, so enjoy the last couple of days of summer with them. And otherwise, we will catch you all later.